So I don't find it at all inconceivable with the reserves that were stored in the Philippines, supposedly by the Japanese commander, and the reserves in the other countries such as the UAE and Saudi Arabia, that would be inconceivable would not be a proper word. Whether it's probable or not, I can't judge.
Why don't we now listen to another section of the tape in which Mr. Marcos discusses his holdings of gold. This illuminating section can be found in the transcript beginning on page 15.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
One reflection you might have is if a man has $500 million to $1 billion in cash accounts, I don't think it's unusual that he might have 10 or 15 times that much in portfolio, or gold or silver, precious metals. If I had $1 billion in cash money, that is inconceivable, incidentally, then I don't think it would be highly inconceivable that I'd have another $14 billion in a portfolio of stocks, bonds, or gold, or a combination thereof. So it's hard for me to answer that question except to speculate as I have.
Bob, you want to play the tape?
Remember, there were advances made to us. We did sell gold.
I don't want to know about that.
Well, anyway, everybody knows.
Yeah, but now they're going to trace the gold accounts and find out where you're keeping the gold. That's another thing we're worried about.
Okay. So what really happened is that most of this gold was sold, and there was something left. Now, but because the gold prices were moving up, Palau and Governor Saro refused to finalize the contract.
Who's Governor Macaros?
Central Bank.
The Central Bank of the Philippines?
Oh yes, I
Okay.
put it through him. So we did not do anything illegal.
But he's going to say it's your money.
It is my money, but I borrowed it from these people who were buying the gold. They wanted first chance to buy it. And I said, all right, but we cannot agree on the price.
Is he still in the central bank over there? He's dead.
Yeah.
A dead man can't talk.
But we have the paper showing that he was authorized. And they allege it.
Are they going to challenge the paper's authenticity of
They
the paper?
cannot, because I even submitted it.
Do you remember the picture you were going to get with when you were talking about the veterans' gold that you own, and the man was going to give you a picture so nobody could have a question that it was yours or something, or sign a certificate? Isn't that dangerous to do that now?
Well, no. What I want to do is to get the old receipts.
How can you get them? They're probably in Manila. You're not going to get them. You're trusting too many people is what I'm saying.
No. These are people who I did not choose. I was the source of the gold for a lot of setters. We had gold, jewelry, you name it, silver, tungsten.
You were their leader.
Yeah, and they were turning into outlaws because there was no back pay, there were no arrears in pay, there was no medical service, there was no educational. So I had to come here to the United States and work with them, and we got it. But in the meantime, it took 2 or 3 years to pay them, and they were turning into outlaws. And they were the top of the entire Philippines.
But weren't you entitled to keep the gold? I mean, it's your gold.
Yeah.
You earned it.
No. We organized it. Most of it was mine. Because the fact that we were the ones who found it. Of course, this son of a gun away. You remember there's somebody who filed an intervention in the Rico, California, saying that I stole the golden Buddha from him, and the other gold traced from Yamashita.
Can he prove it? Can he prove it?
That's what I asked him. If you can prove it, why don't you and I talk?
He can't prove it.
And he said, you son of a gun, you such a guy. He started to curse me. You know damn well that you get the gold, but not from you. And he said, all right, not from you, but from my principal.